Do you think your debit card is always safe? But did you know that in just a few seconds, criminals can drain your account without even touching your card? That's exactly how a new scam called Ghost Tap is silently targeting thousands of consumers, especially older adults. Imagine being at the store, minding your business, and in an instant your debit card could be tapped without you even noticing. No beeping, no notifications, just a small amount of money taken from your account. And you're left in the dark. So, what exactly is Ghost Tap? And why is it such a growing threat to those carrying debit cards in their wallets every day? Join me as we uncover how this scam works, and more importantly, how you can protect your accounts before you become the next victim. 1. What is the Ghost Tap scam? The Ghost Tap scam is one of the sneakiest and most unsettling frauds to emerge in recent years. It takes advantage of the contactless payment technology built into most modern debit cards, something we've come to trust without second thought. This technology, called NFC, near-field communication, allows us to tap our card at checkout counters and pay instantly, no PIN required. It's a simple, convenient feature that we use every day. But here's where it gets tricky. Criminals have realized that if stores can use this technology to take payments, they can too. All they need is a portable payment terminal, the same kind that coffee shops or delivery drivers use. These devices are shockingly easy to purchase online, and they can be used to conduct Ghost Tap scams. Here's how it works. The scammer doesn't need to physically steal your card. They just need to get close enough to your card while it's in your bag or pocket, and voila! A tiny, almost undetectable transaction occurs. This can happen so quickly that you don't even notice. You won't hear a beep, and you won't feel a vibration on your phone. Your account balance might be drained by $40, $50, or more, but you won't realize it until days later when you check your account. The truly alarming part is how difficult it can be to spot these fraudulent charges. Because the transactions are small, often under $100, and there's no physical theft of the card, they often go unnoticed. By the time you realize something is wrong, you might find multiple small charges adding up. And the bank might not be quick to act. So, what exactly makes this scam so dangerous? And why is it happening more and more? Let's dive into why older adults are particularly vulnerable to Ghost Tap scams. 2. Why are older adults targeted by Ghost Tap? Are older adults just more trusting? Or is there something else that makes them more vulnerable to the Ghost Tap scam? What if I told you that it's not just about being careless? There's a hidden reason why criminals are specifically targeting seniors. While older adults may not be any less cautious than younger people, they are often the prime targets for Ghost Tap scams due to a combination of habit, convenience, and technology unfamiliarity. First, let's talk about accessibility. Many seniors tend to carry their wallets or purses in ways that make them easy targets for criminals. For instance, placing a handbag loosely over an arm or leaving a wallet on a counter while signing papers or waiting in line makes them more vulnerable to being tapped by a hidden terminal. Criminals know that in these situations, they can easily approach and steal money without raising suspicion. But it's not just about accessibility. It's also about technology. While many seniors are familiar with the concept of tap-and-go payments, fewer realize the risks of leaving this feature constantly switched on. Most debit cards with NFC capabilities are broadcasting their readiness to pay at all times, whether you're aware of it or not. This means that even if you're just standing in a crowded area, your card is vulnerable to being scanned by a scammer's device. Finally, there's the issue of perception. Scammers often target older adults because they assume that seniors are less likely to check their bank accounts regularly or understand how the technology works. This assumption gives fraudsters a larger window of opportunity to hit the same victim multiple times without detection. Now that we understand why seniors are especially vulnerable to Ghost Tap scams, the question remains, how can you protect yourself from this type of fraud? Let's explore the steps you can take to guard yourself against this growing threat. 3. How to protect yourself from ghost tap scams. Prevention is always better than a cure, right? So, what if I told you that protecting yourself from the ghost tap scam is much easier than you think, and it costs less than a cup of coffee? While the ghost tap scam is sneaky, it's also one of the easiest types of fraud to prevent. The key to avoiding it lies in two simple factors: keeping your contactless payment feature off and ensuring that your card is physically protected. Here's what you can do. Use an RFID blocking wallet or sleeve. This is one of the most effective ways to protect your card from being tapped. These wallets create a shield around your card that blocks any radio signals, preventing unauthorized payments from being processed. The good news? You can buy an RFID blocking wallet for as little as $5 at most online stores or even some supermarkets. Disable contactless payments. For extra peace of mind, you can turn off the tap and pay feature on your debit card. This option is available through your bank or your mobile banking app. Once disabled, your card will only work when physically inserted into a payment terminal and verified with your PIN. Carry your card securely. Keep your debit card in a more secure spot, like an inner pocket or a zipped compartment in your bag. The closer your card is to the outside of your clothing or bag, the easier it is for a scammer to get close and tap it. Check your bank account daily. It only takes a minute. Open your banking app, scroll through recent transactions, and make sure there's nothing unusual. Remember, ghost tap scams often involve small amounts, so don't brush off even the tiniest unrecognized charge. If you didn't make it, report it immediately. By taking these simple steps, you can make yourself much less attractive to scammers. But what if, despite your best efforts, you still fall victim to ghost tap? Let's go over what you should do if you find yourself facing this scam. 4. What to do if you become a victim of ghost tap. What if you've already been hit by the ghost tap scam? Don't panic. Acting quickly is your best chance to recover your funds and stop the scammer from stealing more. Here's what you need to do immediately. Even with the best precautions in place, sometimes fraud can still slip through the cracks. If you find yourself a victim of ghost tap, speed is everything. The faster you act, the better your chances of getting your money back and preventing further damage. Here are the key steps to take if you believe you've been targeted. Contact your bank immediately. The first step is always to call your bank. Use the fraud or lost card number printed on the back of your debit card to be directed to the right department. Let them know you suspect contactless fraud, specifically ghost tap, and that you want to dispute the charges. Ask for a dispute claim number, which will serve as your reference for all future conversations about the case. Request written confirmation. It's crucial to get everything in writing. Ask the bank to send you a written confirmation that you've reported the fraud, including a list of disputed transactions. This can be an email or letter, but make sure it clearly states the date and details of the fraud report. This written record is critical if the bank tries to argue that you didn't report the fraud in time. File a police report. Although the police may not be able to investigate every small charge, filing a police report creates an official record of the crime. This can help strengthen your case with the bank and is often required by financial ombudsman services if you need to escalate the matter. When you file the report, provide as much detail as possible: where you were that day, what times you noticed the charges, and any suspicious encounters you had. Document everything. Keep a detailed record of every interaction with the bank. Write down the names of the bank representatives you speak with, as well as the date and time of each conversation. Keep copies of all emails, letters, and screenshots of your bank statements showing the unauthorized charges. This documentation can be invaluable if you need to escalate the issue later. Escalate, if needed. If the bank is resistant to giving you a refund, don't give up. Ask for their decision in writing, and if necessary, escalate the issue to the Financial Complaints Authority in your country. For example, you can contact the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB, in the US, or the Financial Ombudsman Service, FOS, in the UK. These independent bodies can review your case and apply pressure on the bank to reconsider its decision. 5. Prevent future ghost tap scams. You've taken action and got your money back, but how do you ensure this never happens again? The good news is that once you know how to protect yourself, you'll become a much less appealing target for scammers. Now that you've learned what to do if you fall victim to ghost tap, let's talk about preventing it from happening again. The best defense is always a good offense. By staying vigilant and adopting a few simple habits, you can drastically reduce your risk of becoming a target in the future. Use RFID blocking protection. If you haven't already, invest in an RFID blocking wallet or sleeve for every card you carry. It's an affordable and effective way to shield your card from unwanted scans. Whether it's your debit card, credit card, or even your access pass, keeping them protected with an RFID blocking sleeve will give you peace of mind. Disable NFC payments. If you haven't done so already, disable the contactless payment feature on your card. This might seem inconvenient at first, but it eliminates the risk of ghost tap entirely. If you only need to swipe or insert your card with a PIN, you'll be significantly safer from this type of fraud. Check your bank statements regularly. Don't just wait for your monthly bank statement. Make it a habit to check your account daily. It only takes a few seconds to look through your recent transactions. By spotting suspicious activity early, you can act quickly before the scammer has time to hit you multiple times. Carry your cards securely. Always keep your cards in an inner pocket or a securely zipped compartment in your bag. The less accessible your card is to scammers, the less likely you'll become a victim. If your card is hidden from view, the scammers are less likely to take the risk of trying to tap it. By now, you should know how the ghost tap scam works, why it's targeting older adults, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. Remember, prevention is the key to keeping your hard-earned money safe. The ghost tap scam is a reminder of how quickly technology can be used against us, but with a little awareness and action, we can make it a lot harder for scammers to succeed. By using simple preventive measures like RFID blocking wallets, disabling contactless payments, and regularly checking your accounts, you can make yourself an extremely difficult target. If you've already fallen victim to ghost tap, don't be discouraged. Follow the steps outlined in this article, and with a little persistence, you can get your money back. Act fast, document everything, and don't hesitate to escalate the issue if necessary.